Now I decided I had to go get the invisible screen. I want to go play with the invisible screen. That's what I mean by we have so much technology we developed that we have multiple options of picking out what we want to basically mess around with or play around with today. So, already doing this at 300 lumens on the projector, I thought I'm going to have some fun with the invisible technology. Because over there, we have multiple screens behind that. There's a lot of screens behind that, including the samples we have over there, showing off our technology just in so many different levels. But this is just the beginning stage of what we have here. Beginning stage. We're nowhere near finished. We've got all this technology. We still haven't gotten to the point of seeing what this stuff does. It's absolutely incredible. All right, so I'm gonna go over here. Speakers are not on. In a minute. Let's go get my yellow shades. Right. Got sound. We got lights. And glasses. Perfect. Now, these are the invisible tiles. These are the ones that give you that that luxury look to your screen. We're going to be just talking about those Pico projectors and how we can set them up in your kitchen. And a buddy of mine just contacted me. Just fantastic, because that's something, he does kitchen installments, all kinds of stuff. He said that would be pretty cool to add in there as an option to have a customized projection screen set up with that little tiny projector. And we can cut, since we do the granite tops and everything, we can cut the granite tops, the blend in, or anything we want with that. It's pretty crazy. So let me know when you're ready, and we can work out some kind of contract or something. Told you, there's so many ways this stuff can be utilized. Now this is the luxury version of it. We can make this in different colors, whatever you want, but this is a luxury version where the screens that allow you to be to see through the screen cost a little bit more. And this one allow you to project it. You can see the soda bottles right there. You can see right there where the soda bottles at. And you'll be able to pick up beautiful images without calibrating and no expensive projectors. As in the demonstration right here, I'm using my Christie LW5, sorry, not 5, LW400. This projector cost me around 50 bucks on eBay. It's a 720p projector, XGA, WXGA. And I'm able to produce that beautiful image, crystal clarity, fully lit environment with the halo system on the opposite side. Hear the sound? This. What's the sound? Let's see. Sound off. There's sound on. I didn't turn the speakers up. It's gonna be a short video anyway. Now I put a full list below on the tiles. Some we don't have in price yet, because that comes down to shipping. Because again, we got to see exactly how much it would cost us to ship out the tiles. I already know how much it's going to cost us to ship out the 24 by 36 tiles. So they're not expensive to do, so that's pretty good. We want to make sure we can pay for all shipping ourselves, so that way the customer doesn't have to worry about paying for shipping. This will give you a beautiful, incredible projection screen. It's ultra short though compatible, and also too for the projectors that we do not support, this technology will support your screen. So your projector. So that won't be a problem. Now I'll put the soda bottle on the other end to show you how transparent the surface is. Now, are they both front and rear? Yeah, they're both front and rear. It's a front and rear technology. You can reverse that backwards through your projector on the side. It'll push right through it. Now look how amazing the colors pop up. This gives you an amazing, realistic color. As I said before, no expensive projectors required because again, who wants to go out and spend all this money for an expensive projector? You better get it together. You know better than that. Go sit down. Here's the other lady out there. There's a woman out there he likes. And he meows. You know, he's not supposed to be doing that. Contrast levels. Color levels. Whole 9 yards. That's the surface we use to take in a direct sunlight hit at 50 lumens. That's right there. They're gonna shot me a nice promo demonstration. I'm gonna load the rest of them over there. I pop back over Facebook. I got people over there I have contact with. There's some people doing business with, and they're interested in seeing everything we got. That's what I like about our technology. We can swap out and change at will. That's not insane. That is absolutely gorgeous. Now, once we get our paperwork, we'll be good to go. I'm about to bring in people. and we got to hire people. Our orders for the companies that I used to do business with, they tracked down my, and they found me. Well, really bygones be bygones. Some didn't do too bad. But, you know, we're definitely going to bring people on board. We got so many different areas of the screen. We got advertisement, we got gaming. Oh, the gaming applications on this one is insane. There's just so much stuff that these screens can do. We got the advertisements section of it for shows and for expos, because we're designing tables and screens and all that for people to advertise their products better. The TV pops up on this thing like it's nothing. Where do we get these bear costumes? That is an awesome bear costume. I want a bear costume like that. I would mow my lawn in a bear costume just like that. The hat on and everything. It's pretty cool. In the cup holder, I have like a jar of honey. That's our neighbor. He has some of the coolest costumes. Every year he just wears something crazy. We're out there cleaning the snow, dressed like Frosty the Snowman. Kids will get a kick out of it. And you witness the technology. A darker version of this one can alter gray screen's appearance. We watched our screen paint over here bleed a gray screen clean out, even in the dark, with a simple cell phone flashlight battery. The white screens can't even compete with any of the stuff we have in here. So that means that any white screen that comes across the technology, we have automatic contracts already set in. And we can show hands down and we can dominate that screen with no problem. That's an Eazy screen. Certified screens, because I've been studying their technology for a very long time, they can't even compete with us. They're sitting and getting on YouTube and cutting corners and faking it. We got the work in. Now we have multiple levels of this technology. We have invisible capabilities, everything we want, and everything we need to get what has to be done.
So with Pico, we can easily bundle on that car insurance and save it.
You know, people get mad at us and go, hey, look, I worked for it. I earned it. I earned every right to say what I want to say on camera. If you don't like it, kick rocks. That's your problem, then that's your hang up. Not mine. I worked to get mine. So you could have went on and got it too. But you chose to be lazy. And that's why you don't have it. If you'd have worked hard, you would have got it. If you're going to do something right, don't do it at all. That's where I was raised. So if you got a problem, you know where I'm at. Let's go to court. We can settle it right there in front of a judge. Simple and plain. Get these crybabies that come on here and cry all the time about something. Want to root cry? Well, hey, you want to talk about stuff being fake? Let's go to court. Get your lawyer. Bring him out here. If I walk in the courtroom with you, I guarantee you, bar none, you're walking out there with nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. You'd be lucky if you're able to walk out of there without getting locked up. You walk out of a courtroom from one of my court cases, one of my lawsuits, and you lose everything in the process, you got out lucky. Because we can hit you with a fraud charge in there. Easily. The judge will definitely bring it up, I guarantee you. Because he knows you broke the law. So if we approach the bench and I sit there and say, yeah, we're going to file criminal charges, that's it. You ain't going home. Unless they give you a summit date, and that's it. They tell you when you got to come back in to resume basically the court date for the trial for criminal charges. Other than that, if we don't say anything about it, and we say no, it's not necessary, we're good with this, then that means you go home. That means you don't have in the back of your mind that I got a court date coming up, and this could very well mean that this is the last time I see my family. That's how bad it can get in one of those courtrooms. So don't say things you can't back up. Because what you commit is fraud against my business. If you're making statements that are not true, you're committing fraud. I can easily walk into a courtroom with no problem, and if that judge says, Mr. Bird, would you like to file criminal charges behind this? If we say yes, that's it. That's a different type of lawsuit. Now, if we're going to court and it involves copyright, something like that, you ain't getting that. We can't even control that. That's an area that's uncontrollable. Because it's automatically against the law to touch copyrights. You all know the rules behind all that. So they're automatically going to get that time either way. That time's going either way. It doesn't make a difference. It's right there if you read through the policy of touching a government copyright. The jail time you receive, that's from them, not from us. We don't issue that, they issue it. So there's no way to control that. But if we're suing somebody for slandering my company and you can't back it up in court and you lose your shirt and you get sued, that's also considered fraud. Because my lawyer brings it up and says, well, this is fraud at the end of the day. We want to carry out the criminal charges. That's it. Don't let your personal feelings write you a check you can't cash. Never heard that term before? There you go. Keep it to yourself. Because, man, I walk into a courtroom with this, oh, man, I'm going to have a field day in there. Any of the technology, I'm going to have a field day in there. Like, wow, this guy advertises the same way here. He does it in the courtroom. Yeah, we do it everywhere. Because you know what? We can back our stuff. That's why. And we got these luxury screens right here. These things are going to be gorgeous. Oh, by the way, luxury screens are tile systems. So that's how we're going to be doing them in tile systems. I got somebody waiting right now for the big boy tiles. And we have to talk to the naysayers like that because they get a little emotional. And again, whatever you say to advertise is for my business, but doesn't mean at the end of the day I'm not going to take you to court for it, because I will. But I do appreciate the advertising. Because, people come and investigate us. They come to our channel to see what we're all about. And they see this technology we're producing, and they realize, oh, yeah, I see now. They're haters. Yeah. Everybody laughs at it. You know that. Everyone that I talk to about this laughs at it. They see the blacklist, they see the receipts, the money being sent back to our accounts. Yeah, they laugh at them. They know what they are. They know you're haters. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. $50 projector. That's it. Anyway, that's why I said they laugh at it. You make me money. You work for me. Technically, you work for me. And that's what you understand, people. Haters work for you. That's what they do. They work for you. Because if you're doing something right, as Cat Williams says, if you're doing something right, then you definitely won't get haters. Gotta love the haters. Haters will advertise for you. We'll go out there and scream and cry about your product and this, that, and the other, whatever it may be. And people would check them out. There was a guy hating on somebody's stuff. We're going to go check out the other guy. His stuff was better than that guy. Yeah, the guy had no competition on him. No competition on him. No. So I see why it's going. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Let's pause here. Look at that right there. That looks 4K. That's a $50 projector. I love saying $50 projector. $50 projector. You know how fantastic to say $50 projector have a screen that incredible. Mind you, the halo system for the light system is on the opposite side of the screen, so it's pushing right to the back out to the screen. The projector is pushing in, and the lights on the other side are pushing out. I heard this guy, I like this guy, I like when the haters come in, but I had this guy come in and make this statement about the lights around the screen, how I don't know ambient light projection technology. So I sent him the demonstration of the screen absorbing sunlight. Explain to me how this works. I never heard from him since. Oh, by the way, just so you know, the frame around the screen is all coated in all paint. So this whole entire screen, everything is coated in all black technology. I thought that'd be fun. Sometimes I do stuff like this because sometimes we get people that come and go, oh, but the paint that's on your frame is matching your screen, because they think they know things. We always get them every time. I set them up every time. It's so funny. No. That's our screen paint up there. That's coated the screen. I painted an entire room with our screen paint. That's our screen paint up there. As a matter of fact, the entire system here, the wall is all painted in our black technology. Everything down to the cabinets, all that, it's all black technology, all ours. We did it that way, so when we map this whole section out, we can cover everything, even the floor. But yeah, that whole thing is all covered. In the boxes. Boxes on the bottom, yeah, they're all covered with our stuff. That's our paint. That's kind of hard to do when you got a gray paint. Because when you got gray paint at the bottom and top, you don't look right. But our black technology masks everything. So, it's our black technology. And people are saying, well, what? I have the most black on black versus test than anybody else. I think I would know the difference between the two. Oh, these freaking hamburgers, these black hamburgers. We had them up here. We did. We had them. But people quiet about it, and they got rid of them. I swear sometimes. It's called a Halloween burger by Burger King. Man, I found it at the wrong time. Maybe it was a good thing I found that at the wrong time, because you know me, I would have ate a lot of those. A lot of them. That was the best idea I think they ever came up. Besides that Homer burger. The Homer burger was huge. But that Halloween burger was amazing. They soaked that hamburger in A1 steak sauce. It was freaking incredible. And the day I went to go get mine, that's when the promotion was up. They weren't doing any more. So I only had one hamburger. One hamburger. You know, you take a hamburger home, you take a chance on it, and then you find out, man, this thing is freaking amazing. I should have got 5 of them. I literally would have got 5 of them, which is a bad idea, but I would have got 5 of them. Man, I came back, and they said, nope, that was the last day right there. Man, that sucked, man. Yeah, because the reason I got rid of it, because people were complaining that their valve movements would come out different colors. Of course, you just ate a hamburger soaked in A1 steak sauce. What do you think was going to happen? And they pulled it. Oh man, just why? You're in a position to bring that hamburger back. That was the best hamburger they ever made. I love Burger King at the end of the day, but I can't do McDonald's. I do McDonald's. Only time I do McDonald's, that's the only thing open, and I'm really hungry. That's the only way. Only thing I'll eat from McDonald's is a milkshake. Is the truth. I like the milkshake, and their fries are amazing, but I don't touch the hamburgers. Because when I was young, McDonald's hamburgers were actually really freaking good. As a matter of fact, McDonald's hamburgers were so good, if you went to McDonald's, it was considered to be an extreme treat to go. You know, remember getting out of the car and you got the McDonald's bag and the cup and everything. I told you about that. You're like flashing up. You don't drink all of it because you want to show your friends off that you went to McDonald's. It was a big treat to go to McDonald's. You must have did something special. What did you do? You went to McDonald's? Now, well, it just is. That's all. They don't have the same kick anymore. Man, yeah. McDonald's, man. That's when hamburgers taste like hamburgers. Now they don't. They don't even look like the menu. Now, Wendy's, For hamburgers, it'd definitely be Wendy's and Burger King. Pretty much. Burger King got that flame broil. Ain't nothing like that flame broil. McDonald's, man, I don't know what happened. That burgers went downhill. They mice the onions. They cut the onions up. They mice them up with little small little itty bits of onions in there and whatever that is. A pickle and the lettuce is wilted. And it's just horrible looking. It is not the same. And don't blame the workers. It's not their fault. You work in fast food before, you don't know how it works. It's protocol. Can't put a lot of extra stuff on the burger. Maybe you want to do it, but you can't. Protocol. You can only put so much on there. Yeah, they got all that lettuce and tomato back there. They do. But they're only trained to put so much on each burger. That's it. But when you do yours, when you work there, you're going to hook it up. Mystery of the ice cream machine that's always broken. Look at that hub. Man. Wise creatures. Yeah. Best milkshake, I would say McDonald's. McDonald's got the best milkshake. I'm talking about original fast foods, not like Five Guys and all of them. I think McDonald's got the best milkshakes. But people beg to differ on that. I can't believe Checkers went out of business. Here we have that talk about different fast foods and stuff like that. I don't eat a lot. I'm allowed to have fast foods once a month. And now, for some reason, my salt intake is a little too high, so that's going. Oh man, that's the hardest thing for me to give up. I can give up eggs. I don't even eat eggs. I don't go near eggs. Unless it's in something, like if they make something with eggs, yeah. Other than that, I don't eat fried eggs or none of that stuff. Cholesterol, I had a problem eating eggs. I could eat a whole box by myself. So, yeah, that was dangerous, extremely dangerous. I just cut it out altogether with the size of that ball. Taco, how can your paws aren't that big? The giant monster balls. But yeah, I don't eat eggs. I don't. Some people, yeah, they got kids and all that. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat them. I like eggs, I just don't eat them. Because I got a habit of overdoing everything. That's one of my bad problems. I overdo stuff. So I don't eat them at all, period. Like coffee. I don't drink coffee either. I had a bad habit with coffee. Messed that up too. But certain things I can't go near. I can't have it. Potato chips, it's going to be one of the hardest things I ever got to give up. That is going to be hard. I love chips. But apparently my salt intake is a little too high and they gotta go. What the freak am I supposed to eat? I like chips in between. Can't have no popcorn, no goldfish, no Doritos, which is my all-time favorite to go to. Oh, that deer looks beautiful. I remember being near deer all the time. Alright, well, let me see. Pass here. Let's do some visual effects. Water, visual effects. I just butchered the daylights out of that. Water, visual effects. Where's the microphone? Way over in the whatchamacallit, watch you hear all this. Won't hear the rest of it. Anything near the fans over there, the PC, you won't hear jack. Water, visual effects, screensavers. Okay. Let's try her again. She's very hard-headed. Water, visual effects, screensavers. So you get the whole thing and get the half the thing and whatever. It's pretty cool. What you can do with it. It's This is where somebody was interested in using this for holograms and projector mapping applications. That was a short one. Oh, that's a slower one. Whee, Coca-Cola's underwater. Oh, we gotta do the shark. We definitely gotta do the shark on here. Did I do the shark? I think I did do the shark. I did the shark on the floor. Let me see. That's more quicker. Got a little more time. Oh, I like this one right here. I'm definitely doing some gaming off this. Then when I get taking care of the rest of my business. All right, people. I hope you enjoyed. I got to go. I got some business to take care of. Thank you for your time. God bless. And, of course, we thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for blessing us with amazing technology, because if it weren't for Him, none of this would ever be possible. Got to go, and God bless. Boom.